I'm here to get some guidance on what my plan is for being a coach and actually help me along the way. I think, to be honest with you, I was very naive coming here. I didn't know what you guys could actually offer me, but actually speaking to a couple of people for less than 5 minutes apiece, I'm happy I came here today.
So I'm here today to pitch my business. It's a Mexican food truck, and I do motivational speaking at the same time. So I'll take my truck and I'll go to venues such as social service events. Kids will come in, I'll serve them the tacos, burritos, and I'll also tell them my story about why you should work hard, why I should stay on a good path, and why I should keep good people around you.
Today I just came here to pitch my idea for a film called Champion, which I'm doing for Amazon, which I want to turn into a feature length. It's about a young man who's faced adversity and many trials and tribulations, who also was betrayed and done a very long time in prison. He's then come out and channeled his energy in towards the MMA world, competing to end up being a champion.
I'm one of the directors of an organisation called Crime Sons, and we've been contracted partly by the council and partly by community safety to work in Kingston with young people and young adults at the higher end of crime. So when people are getting shot and stabbed, someone nearly losing their life, we then have to go in and then do the risk assessment and move them on witness protection. Most of our referrals come in from social services or directly from the hospital. So that would be St. George's or Kingston Hospital. And one of the themes that we were seeing over the years, myself and Nathan, who's a manager at Project X, is a lot of people on this estate, nice estate, everyone's close-knit family, but was gravitating to drugs. And I remember I had a 13-year-old young man lived not so far from here. And I said to him, what's gonna make you stop doing what you're doing? And he said, come here in the morning before 9 o'clock and then ask me that question again. I left my house at 7:30, I drove here. When I drove here, I had no more questions for the young man. There was people, vulnerable people lined up all the way around the corner waiting to buy drugs. So the young man was saying, I come out my house, it's there. My electric goes off, my dad's not helping my mum buy shoes for me and my siblings. What do you expect me to do? Keep taking vouchers from social services? I'm gonna go and buy the shoes for my siblings. 13 years old. I took him to court and he was so tall, the judge said, are you sure you're 13? Because he looked older than he was, and because he had been drug dealing for so long, he presented as older than 13. And one of the things we notice when you're saying to a young person, give up your drug dealing, then do what? So we thought, you know what, let's try and do the Dragon Dens approach. Me and Nathan were speaking about it for a while. I then sat down with Letitia, who's there, and she had an idea to help people coming out of prison. And I was like, no, I don't want to be a part of that. Prison's dark. And she said, no, there's a lot of people coming out of prison and there's nothing there for them. So let's put on an event, seat at the table, we'll do it a Dragon's Den style, and have people come in, but offer them something else. And I said to her, you know what, let's add some cash value to it as well and see who pitches. And then we've done, how many we've done in Lambeth now? 2 in Lambeth and 1 in Southwark the other day. And then we said to ourselves, I sat down with Nathan, some of the other team in the room, and we decided that we're gonna do this a bit different and make sure that the people from the local area become the dragons. Because a lot of the time, young people see footballers and celebrities leave their area and they never come back. But they don't know about the person that lives next door to them, running their own business, is as successful as, or if not more, than the person that they're looking up to on the TV. Yeah? So this is why we've decided that, and also Percy's come down as well, because we work in partnership with McDonald's from Kingston to make sure that a lot of the young people go into McDonald's and spend their money to show that McDonald's do care about you as well. We don't just want to take your money. We care about you. We care about the community.
Yeah, like Gwent was saying, I think, I've been doing youth work long enough now and having conversations with young people throughout all these years. And I remember a conversation with a young person specifically who was 14 years old. And they were saying to me, all I'm ever going to be is a drug dealer. And they were saying that I love the boxing stuff that you do. I love the music stuff that you do. And yeah, I don't mind hanging around with you, but you're not paying me. So he was saying, if I'm going to stop doing this, there's got to be something else that I'm doing. And then we spoke about, not to say that I was condoning what he's doing, but saying, look, from doing what you've been doing, what have you learned? What transferable skills have you got? You're able to work under pressure. You're able to deal with customers, and you're able to like dynamically risk assess situations. And then it kind of got us thinking in terms of, okay, well, if we're going to try and get them to stop doing that, how can we use those transferable skills and get them to look at running their own business, just changing the product? So look at it, could they do something, like selling things on Amazon, or even setting up their own clothing line, or, working in a trade? And it was a thing that we've always been struggling with young people, is saying to them, okay, yeah, you could do something else. You don't have to do this. But then it's like, how do we then, from just giving them those conversations, how do we then kind of put something in place of this? It was through the conversations with Gwent, and we were saying, actually, let's do something about it. So rather than just saying, oh, there's transferable skills, you could set up your own business, looking at actually providing a platform for people to then actually do that, and doing something local, it was something always key for us. That's why we're here. And as Gwent was saying, you can always go and reach out to different corporations and bring other people in, but actually, are they relatable to the young people that we're working with? And I think this thing that's so powerful is when you've got people that are from the local community and from the local boroughs, that were educated in the borough and lived in the borough their whole life. And, panel today have got people that probably went to school with some of the same young people and have been on a similar journey. So it's for the young people then saying, okay, right, this person's from my area, this person been in a similar situation to me. So if they can do it, then maybe actually I can do it.
I set up a company called I'm Inspired, which is a platform for young entrepreneurs from the age of 8 years old who set up their own businesses, might be motivational speakers, might be authors, cooks, whatever they do, to give them a platform to tell the audience what it is that they do, how they do it, why they did it, and how it's working for them, to motivate and inspire. And with that, the organisation supports for the young people to come with their parents, because lots of times children do things, their parents have no understanding because of the age gap of what's going on in society, what the young people are doing. So it's a collaboration between the children and their parents, but equally as well, because lots of times people become parents because they've had sex, not because they chose to be a parent. Everyone has dreams, goals and ideas, but when you become a parent, those dreams get pushed to the wayside and you do your parenting. So the combination of the two also inspires the parents to think about, if an 8-year-old can write a book and I wanted to write a book how many years ago, how can I do that?
McDonald's was actually paying 24,000 salary at that time as a general manager. But my degree side was only offering me 18,500. So I decided to stick with McDonald's and share and teach the people and the younger generation that were coming down of what I was doing and how I was actually able to achieve where I am today. And so that's what I want to say. And whoever's actually here, wish you guys all the best. So even if you don't succeed now, but don't give you hope, because like determination is one thing that you needed to have it in yourself. If you don't have that, you won't be able to go nowhere. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sort of, I suppose, successful is one way of looking upon it, but I'm my own boss. And yeah, I've like someone in the room here who I know very well, and I've tried to inspire him over the years. And yeah, and that's my sort of story, really. But yeah.
I went to school locally in Greycourt in Ham. I'm 39. I wasn't great academically. Was more out of school than in the school, causing trouble. You know, that led to further down the line, going to prison and doing like county lines and selling drugs and stuff like that, which I'm not proud of. Yeah, and now I run 3 businesses. I've got my own house that I've got a mortgage on and doing pretty well. Not involved in crime anymore.
I didn't finish school, probably like these boys as well. I was actually a skateboarder, but never good enough to be a pro skateboarder, so I started filming, and that started leading me into other things. And then from then, I just knew I didn't really want to work for anyone else. I wanted to be my own boss. So I tried to get my fingers in as many legit pies as possible while trying to keep myself out of trouble. And now I've got a travel food show on YouTube. I've just opened a tattoo studio, and I actually do the UK logistics for a cannabis seed company. So still legal, but yeah, I'm still in cannabis, I guess. So yeah, it's important to know that you can do things legally in this day and age.
I'm actually pitching for is funding to help buy equipment so that they can start their own business, because a lot of these might be on tag, might be on curfew, and they've got nothing to do in their home. If they've got enough funding just to get, whether it's the vinyl, the most expensive thing is usually the machine, that's between £200 to £300. But in the investment of roughly £400 in total, the amount of money that can return back to them is endless. They don't ever have to be looking out on the roads. They've got a continuous revenue. It's always adaptable, and it's legal. And that's my pitch.
I haven't got any boxing qualifications. I need a DVS. I need to get a DVS check. It takes a long time for someone who's been arrested a couple of times, but I think I can. I think that's something you guys can help with. But I don't with websites and all that stuff. I'm very naive to computers, and I barely know how to work my phone. So that's something else you guys can help with. But with the money side of it, I don't really know. I can't answer you that. I don't know what I would spend £250 on. Probably the rent for the gym.
And I was on and off homeless for about almost 2 years. As you can imagine, that obviously takes a massive toll on your mental health. And it was at that point that I decided I didn't want anyone else to go through the same things I went through. And then that's when I started my public speaking business. I do youth work and social work on the side as well. So I've worked with some young people. I go to like care homes and stuff, and I meet with the young people and I talk to them about the things they've been through. And I just try and be a role model for the next generation. And if I was to win, I don't know what you win, but if I was to win whatever it is, money, I've got a website I'm currently developing as well. So I have a website designer, which is about £90 a month. So I put a bit of money towards that. I'm doing a pop-up again in summer. So June, July, August, I'll be doing more pop-ups again. So I'll put money towards stock, towards packaging, branding, marketing, all that kind of stuff.
A very long time in prison. I first started my script writing journey in about 2020. I've written about 4 different scripts. When I first come home, I've just been pursuing that as well as sports and the MMA world. I've managed to link up with one of the directors from Amazon Prime, and I sat down in a meeting with him to discuss my film. Obviously, we've discussed that, and obviously they're interested in it. So if I'm to win the pitch, really what I'll be doing is putting it towards getting my proof of concept done, which is a short film to give them to move on to the next phase.
Yeah, everyone come across, very good, and hopefully we'll see you all soon.
The very least I can do is advice and help and a bit of guidance for the brand, your brand, and to help them, because I've done streetwear and I've got some equipment, some heat presses and stuff like that. And with the food truck as well, like I said, I've got a food show at the minute, so I can always help that side of things as well.
Whether you win or lose, it doesn't matter, but just keep pitching. And I'm sure that one day that you will actually see the light. But some bright ideas, and really happy to see them. But I'm sure you guys will actually do well.
Great idea. Only met Nathan and Brenton last week, and happy to be a part of it, and say how well that the people have pitched. Absolutely brilliant idea, and if we can help any of them on their journey, great idea.
Brilliant event. Really enjoyed it. Good pictures, and loads of good local people, young people that hopefully will start businesses locally?
I think it's actually a great idea to bring actually the young people and the people that are actually off the streets to actually get them busy and involved in a business or give them a direction. And it's definitely a good starter. And well done to the people who have organized it and also to the camera.